Hey everyone, it's been a long time. Today, I'm going to share how to use comparisons in a dynamic chart for a Task 1 question. Notice that in a Task 1 question, besides being asked to report the main features, we are also asked to make comparisons. Usually, in a static chart, we'd make lots of comparisons, like which is higher or lower. But how do we compare in a dynamic chart that changes over time? Let's explore that in this video. Today's topic is, the charts below show the percentage of food and goods bought in supermarkets in European countries in 1998 and 2008. So it tells us the percentage of food and goods purchased in supermarkets in Europe. Let's start with the introduction. There are many synonyms for percentage, and I'll use proportion. For bought, I'll use purchased. It says European countries, but here it's specifically 3 nations, so I'll write across 3 different nations in Europe for 2 separate years, 1998 and 2008. That wraps up the intro. Now let's move on to the overview. If you've seen my previous videos, you'd know that in a dynamic chart, I always write about the trend first. It seems that in both food and goods, every country saw an increase during these 2 years, so I'll state that the percentage for both categories increased in all 3 countries. Next, we'll see which country bought the most food and goods. Let's look at 1998 first. I see that country too bought the most food in 1998, and it also bought the most goods in 1998. Now looking at 2008, it appears that country 1 bought the most of both items. So I'll write that country 2 had the highest percentage of both categories in 1998, while in 2008 it was country 1. That's the overview done. Now onto the body paragraphs, and first, we need to figure out how to divide the paragraphs. Here, there are 2 ways to split it. One is by year, 1 paragraph about 1998 and 1 about 2008. But I prefer to limit splitting it this way because if I do, in the second paragraph, when I talk about the 2008 data, like saying in 2008, country 1 increased to about 35%, the reader will have to scroll back up to the first paragraph to remember what the 1998 percentage was so they can see the 10-year increase. And it's the same with other 2008 data. It might be a bit annoying and time-consuming for the reader. To predict whether my report is good, I sometimes have to think a bit from the reader's perspective, here meaning the examiner. So I try to avoid splitting it like that if there's another way. So the second way to divide the paragraphs for this topic, and whenever I get a task with 2 charts, I just split it by the charts. Each chart gets its own paragraph. Now that we know how to divide it, let's write the topic sentences for each paragraph. Okay, now onto reporting the data. In a dynamic chart, I try to report each one year by year before moving to the next to avoid confusion. I'll draft the numbers here first. This column will be used to write the actual report sentences. First is country 1 from 11 to 34, and similarly for the other numbers. Country 1 in body paragraph 1 first, instead of simply saying it increased from here to there, I'll translate this data as supermarkets in country 1 provided about 10% of the food to households in 1998, then surged to nearly 35% in 2008. When the data is in percentages, occasionally I would paraphrase the number to show off vocabulary. Like 10% here I'll paraphrase as 1/10. Next is country 2. It increased from 23% to 28% from 1998 to 2008. I'll switch to paraphrasing the year, so instead of writing it like this, I just need to write it increased from here to there over the same period. Finally, country 3, just use the normal way of saying it increased from 7% to 9% from 1998 to 2008. In dynamic charts, we have to use verbs like increase, decrease a lot, so I should be flexible a bit, paraphrase this verb often. Now to body paragraph 2. Country 1 is 5% in 1998, and here it increased quite a lot, so I'll use the word rocket. It rocketed to nearly 35% in 2008. Instead of saying 2008, I can say in the final year, and 35% can be said as over 1/3. Country 2. So far, I've been writing quite dry numbers, so this sentence I'll translate a bit to make it sound more like a real report. Here, I'll use the translation method like the previous sentence, but I'll switch the subject and verb around for some variety. Instead of supermarkets providing to households, I'll say households bought 22% of their goods at supermarkets in 1998 and increased to 23% in 2008. I'll also change it a bit to not say it increased to 23% anymore, but say it increased about 1% in 2008. Finally, for country 3, in any report, I invariably include a sentence with respectively because it's simple and effective. The data for this country in 1998 and 2008 are 2% and 14% respectively. With this, we've basically completed the data reporting section, but we haven't made any comparisons yet. Now, I'll add comparisons for each country. I'm going to add a column here to list out the comparisons. In a dynamic chart, there are two types of comparisons: comparing growth rates or simply comparing higher or lower values. First up, this one. I see it's the one that increased the most, so I'll add here that it showed the most significant growth. Next is this one. It also increased, but not as strongly, so I'll write that too. It also increased, but to a lesser extent. This sentence also serves as a linking word for me. That's where the CC points are. Country 3 had the least increase, so I'll write that here too. It showed the slowest growth. Moving on to the second paragraph. Country 1 again showed the strongest increase. Initially, it was only in second place, but then surged forward, so I'll tweak the beginning a bit to say, even though it was only ranked second, Country 1 recorded the most tremendous growth. Country 2, I see it went up by only 1%, meaning there wasn't much change over the 2 years, so I'll revise that a bit to say it consistently bought 22% of its goods from supermarkets every year, with a small detail added that the following year it only increased by about 1%. Finally, Country 3, even though it increased relatively strongly compared to Country 2, both its percentages in 1998 and 2008 are the lowest. I'll write that even though it had relatively fast growth, its numbers were consistently the lowest. That's it. Now I'll copy this section into a complete report and see how it goes. Okay, here he says I should write an additional comparison point between the two charts. That is, compare food and other goods. Like in 1998, the percentage of food was higher than the percentage of products in all countries. Let's see. Right, in 1998, these 3 countries bought more food than products. And in 2008, products recovered and even surpassed food in one case. Where? The recovery is right, but it doesn't surpass by much. Only one country doesn't sound quite right. Personally, I don't like to write things that aren't quite clear. The section below then has some grammar errors. He says if I add that to the overview, then the TA score could possibly be 9. The essay is good, a few small errors, but they won't stop it from scoring high. And finally, this essay got a band 8. Actually lower than I hoped. I thought it should get 8.5. But well, they are the examiner, not me. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.